Hi guys, me and my girl Rolliana were on our way to the high school here for her 2019-2020 school orientation. This is my girl Rolliana. Say hi. She's very shy. Anyway, we're gonna take you guys for the drive to the school and maybe capture a few things during the orientation.
It's almost 10.
Yeah. We'll make it. We're gonna fly to the school. See Marty from what's that crazy family too? The one that Mark likes watching. You know, if he's gonna let Alan laugh in that truck, he's gonna say, move that truck down the street. move that truck down the street. If there's like a car in front of them.
Are we driving so slow?
Because I almost took the wrong turn.
Well, the turn is over there to the cemetery.
Yeah, out of all places, your school is right next to the cemetery. Rolliana's new school is located right next to the cemetery.
That sucks.
So that means whenever she wants to go and do grave dancing, she just goes next door. We're almost there.
Oh my god, my stomach is hurting now.
Rolliana, please do not have one of your anxieties.
I'm trying, but like before I even got in the car, my stomach's already hurting.
Here, right?
Yeah, here. Let's turn. Oh my god, no.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, what was that?
Oh
my god, you and me both are gonna have an anxiety attack. There's a lot of people.
Where? Oh my. Oh no.
Help us, Lord. Let us not have anxiety attack because we both suffer from anxiety and there's goddamn too many people here.
Bro, I told you already, I need my medication at home. Oh. I feel like I'm freaking like going crazy. Like, who's that?
I don't know.
Staff, right? Staff?
I don't know.
It looks like a girl, but at the same time.
Oh, see, what's her name? Palacios, and I don't know who's the other one.
Those are staff, right?
Damn, brother. You're driving around a broken ass down car. Okay, where's the handicap parking? I got my play card. Where's the handicap parking?
Why are you gonna park in the handicap?
Because I can't walk too far. Hello.
But that's exercise. Wait, maybe it's gonna
Unless
be
you want to carry me on the way out to the car. Where's your damn handicap parking? Oh, damn, this is your handicap parking. It's still far. You call this handicap parking? This is no handicap parking. It's too far to the entrance.
No, I don't want to get.
Rolliana, you want to go to school? Too bad. Your ass needs to get out of the car.
Oh my god.
Now get moving. Sorry guys, you gotta excuse the conversation. This is just how we are. Hold on, chica. Now where's your cafe? Oh, here. What? I don't care anyway. It's none of their damn business what I do. It's my phone. Tell them to subscribe. I need more subscribers. Oh shoot, did I even lock the door?
How many do you have?
Oh, oops. think I have like 55 subscribers. If I get at least 100 subscribers, I can start doing live streams. That's the mascot name, the stallion.
Teachers and some of our team from the school. Can we get the junior high teachers up here, please?
I'm Miss P.O. I'll be teaching 7th, 8th grade social studies. Can I meet all of you who are not met yet? All right.
I'm Miss Jo. I'll be teaching the math for
Rolliana, get over here.
8th grade, and I can't wait to meet you guys. Schneider, I will be teaching science 7, science 8, composite 8, and
Aman ako. Come here, Dave. I don't want to stand by myself.
I'm Mrs. Francis. For those of you who don't know me, I'll be 7th and 8th grade ESA teacher, 8th grade composite, and 8th grade art. And I can't wait to see all of you on Tuesday.
My name is Brian. So I'm going to be in special education. So hopefully I meet everyone here with the most.
Oh, the teachers are very young.
I hope to not have to see you in my office. But if I do, it's not always for negative reasons. So I'm going to present towards the end, and if you have any questions for me, you're welcome to talk to me after.
Thank you.
Sign in.
Here for the door.
Need to sign. Sign in.
Okay, so we're going to talk about our bell schedule. So for the junior high, there are 7 periods, and a full day schedule basically looks like this. So homeroom starts at 7:50, and it's for about 10 minutes. And then each of your periods is about 50 minutes long, with breaks in between. And then of course you do have your lunch period, and dismissal is at 3 p.m. Those of you who are bus riders, please take note that the bus pickup time for junior high is at 7 a.m. Okay? Now this school year we're also going to be having half-day schedules, and this is going to run every other Friday. The reason for the half days is professional development for our teachers, so students will be dismissed at 12 o'clock. The start time is still pretty much the same on a half day at 7:50, but and then the periods are broken down into 25 minutes. So they will still be attending all 7 of their classes. It's just a shorter amount of time. And dismissal time, again, as I said, is at 12 p.m. Bus pickup time on a half-day schedule is the same. It's still at 7 a.m. All right, student attendance. Student attendance is very important. Now for junior high, board policy, you have up to 25 unexcused absences to accumulate throughout the year. Now if you accumulate more than 25 unexcused absences or equivalent, because tardies count also, you will not receive credit for your classes, okay? So please make sure to be coming to school on time, going to your classes on time. Each period, the teachers take attendance, okay? And just something to note that for all excuses or all absences, after the 6th unexcused absence, it may require a doctor's note. Okay? Now, this is the CNMI. I'm sorry, this is the same one. So all absences should be reported to our Student Services Office. Please do not send, students do not bring your excuse note to your class. Bring your excuse note to Student Services. They are the ones who will be reporting to your teachers whether your attendance is excused. Okay, if you just happen to be absent, or even if you're tardy, don't go straight to Student Service, just go straight to your class. But if you do have a note, go straight to Student Service first, and then go to your classes. Now, we understand that there are extenuating circumstances that require students to be gone for a longer period of time. The minimum number of days that you can be able to request for an extended absence is 3 days. So if your child is going to be absent beyond 3 days, you can request for an extended absence. So how do you go about doing that? Well, you come in, go to Student Service, and you get the request for extended absence form. And you need to submit the form at least 10 days before the first day of absence. Now, the reason for this is because we need to have ample time to communicate with the teachers, to prepare whatever missing assignments your child would need to take home with them, so that when they come back, they're not swamped with all of the work. Okay, so please, if you know that you're going to be taking a trip, or if your child has to go to the doctor for an extended period of time, the extended absence basically is to serve as to help the student receive excused absences as opposed to unexcused, because it's the unexcused absences that will make them lose credit. Okay? Early dismissal procedures. So please contact Student Services at 433-9271 or 237-3822 to report if you are wanting to take your child out of school before dismissal time. Please note that only an authorized adult, 18 years and older, must report to Student Services to sign the student out. If you have not identified other authorized persons to pick up your child, please make sure that you see Student Services to do so. Only written authorized persons on the registration will be honored to be able to pick your child up. We do not honor phone calls allowing or authorizing other people to pick up students. And the reason for this is it's for safety purposes. Okay, we want to make sure that you have identified specific people to pick up your children. Please take note, students, that leaving campus without signing out with Student Services is considered truancy, and DPS will be reported. Okay, so please make sure that anytime that you're going to exit the campus, that you always go to Student Services first before you do. Immunizations. So immunizations are very important. This is a requirement with your registration. So for those of you who have not updated your blue cards yet, your immunization cards with the clinic, please visit them. You are given 2 weeks upon registration to ensure that your blue card or your immunization record is updated. After that, your child may be suspended until their immunization record is updated. And it's not suspension as in a bad, a negative suspension. It's just that they will not be allowed to come to school. Okay? All right. So now Ms. Diaz is going to talk about the middle school requirements. Hello. Okay. Testing. Okay. So now that you're in middle school, there are some requirements that may be a little bit different from the elementary school. So for all 7th and 8th grade students, they must take a total of 5 core classes. And those core classes are going to be in English, language arts, math, science, social studies, and CCLHS. You will also be taking semester courses, and those will be PE Health, CTE, which is your leadership core, integrated arts, and then computer literacy. Those are semester-long courses. Okay, the grading system. So for the 7th graders, this may not look familiar to you, but this is the grading system that we use at the junior-senior high school. So from a 0 to a 62 is an F, 63 to 72% is a D, 73 to 82 is a C, 83 to 92 is a B, 93 to 100 is an A. And so in order to pass the course that you're taking, you must have an average of at least a 63%, and that is a D. If you get anything lower than that, you have failed the course. This may not look familiar to you, but I'm sure your parents are familiar with it. Okay, progress report and report card dates. So each quarter we have progress report conferences, and so parents take note of these dates. We're pretty good about sending these dates out on social media. We have a Facebook page that you can follow, and before the scheduled date, we send out a notice on Facebook. So each quarter we have midterm progress report conferences. So at those conferences, this is the time to meet with the teachers, if you haven't met them yet, to kind of talk about the concerns that you have with your children in their classes. The report card days are also once a quarter at the end of every quarter, and so these are the final grades that your students are going to get. So again, the average of all of these report card grades, they need to be at least a 63% in order to pass that course. Okay, the offense categories. So PSS has different categories of offenses, which deal with discipline. So for category 1, these are examples of offenses for which students can be suspended for, but these are the minor offenses like cheating, foul language, skipping class, not listening to your teacher. So you can be suspended for these if it is a repeated offense. Normally we do ask the teachers to contact the parents first, talk to the students every time one of these offenses takes place. For category 2, these are a little bit more serious than category 1. So these are offenses like drug possession, vandalism, destruction of school property. All of these offenses are in your student handbook that you're going to be getting with your schedules today. So please make sure you go over those categories of offenses, and the teachers will also go over those offenses with you on within the first 2 weeks of school. Okay, visitors. Tinian Junior High School is a closed campus. That means every time someone is on campus, especially during the school year, they must retain a pass from the main office. So just go up to the front, make sure you get a pass from there before you walk around campus. We may ask you for a form of ID if you are not a PSS employee, so please don't be offended. We are a drug-free, tobacco-free, we do not free everything free campus, so you also have to abide by those rules. So our campus is open from 7:30 to 4:30 from Monday to Friday, except on holidays. And the main gate here, that's on the left, my left, but you're the right side of the campus, that's going to be used for walkers only. So when you are dropping off and picking up your students, please make sure that you don't drive into that gate. The cemetery gate, which is on the left side of the campus, that is the gate that drivers should be using when they come to pick up their students. And the pickup zone is going to be located in the front hallway, the hallway in front of the library. TJSHS is not responsible for any of your lost, damaged, or stolen property, so we highly discourage you to bring, your devices, your money, any property that is expensive. We are not going to be liable for that if something happens.
So don't ever bring your cell phone. Don't bring your cell phone to school. Because they said they're not responsible if it's lost,
All right.
damaged, or stolen.
Emergency procedures. So each quarter we hold drills. We have quarterly drills. We have a fire drill every quarter, but we also add on the earthquake drill, tsunami, lockdown, and active shooter. And we normally will announce this and notify parents on our social media, as well as announcements to the students when our drills will be held, as to cause panic. Know that school can close during a tropical storm, a typhoon, or even if there's a water outage. Our safe zones, we have two safe zones. One is the assembly area, which is in the field that is facing the parking lot. And then right up here on our track and field is the actual safe zone. This is usually where we would have all students and staff gather during a tsunami drill. Okay, so last school year we had started, rolling out what's called Plus Portals. And several students and already some parents have signed up. So what is Plus Portals? Plus Portals basically is an online access to your child and students. This is to your information. It's only public information in terms of your your name, address, but it also has some confidential information like grades. You can see your grades. You can see your schedule. You can even view your attendance and your discipline. Parents, if you sign up for Plus Portals, you will also be able to have access to this, to see your child's attendance, their grades on a quarterly basis, and also school-wide activities and events, and even progress reports and report cards, okay? But in order for you to sign up, you need to sign a memorandum of agreement because there is sensitive information, and we want to make sure that by giving you access that you will hold on to that information, because FERPA, we don't want anyone to be in violation of FERPA, which is something that we really hold dear and try to protect our student records. Okay, so if you are interested in signing up for Plus Portals, we do have the link on our Facebook page, but this is also the website that you can go to. Oh, this is actually what it looks like. So students, you're going to get, this is your page. When you open it, this is what you're going to get to see. Okay? You're going to see the school calendar, you're going to see your grades, you're going to see your schedule, and all that stuff that I had mentioned earlier. Parents, your page is also similar to this page. You'll be able to get to see all of the information that's provided.
Because my husband's working.
So how do you sign up? Students, if you don't currently have, and I know our 7th graders don't currently have a Plus Portals account unless you signed up at the elementary school, you would need to sign up with your teacher. And for parents, you can sign up with any of the school staff. As a matter of fact, you can sign up today when you pick up your child's schedules. If you would rather do this on your own time, again, visit the website at plusportals.com/TJSHS to sign off on the memorandum of agreement. This is an electronic.
I thought this was going to be only like 30 minutes.
This is only available via online. Okay? You would need to review the requirements, and you would have to agree to all the requirements before you are given
But
access.
just letting you know that if time is already crunching, we're going to have to run.
School home notifications. So our main way of communicating with our community, with our parents, is through our Facebook page. So if you have not hit that like,
It's almost 11.
please hit like so that you can get the updated information. We post our monthly information on there, and we found that it's been the best and most effective way to get word out to our students as well as our parents. You will also see some flyers. There may be some flyers that we may be posting around the community as
If anything,
well.
we can just come back like later on. If not today in the afternoon, come back tomorrow.
Okay. So just wanting to clarify a few things. We want to make sure that communication happens at each level. And we want to give everyone the opportunity to communicate. So anytime that you have any learning concerns, whether it be concerns about your child's learning needs or their physical needs, please see your child's teacher first. The communication should happen between you and your child's teacher. Now, if you still feel like the teacher has not helped you and they weren't able to answer your questions or address your concerns, you can schedule an appointment to meet with Ms. Oven, our school counselor. And if you're still feeling like your concerns are not being addressed, then you can forward your concerns to Ms. Diaz, our vice principal. And lastly, if all of the above still doesn't satisfy, your concerns and your inquiries, please schedule an appointment to meet with me, and I will gladly make the time. Now, for concerns relating to staff or the school administration, please schedule an appointment to meet with Ms. Diaz first. And again, if you're still not satisfied and you would like to raise your concerns further, then you can schedule an appointment to meet with me.
If somebody's at the library, ask if we can get your schedule because we cannot stay.
Okay, Ms. Diaz, you need to talk about the services we offer.
Okay, so for parents and guardians, at Student Services, which is the only office that is open right now, this is where you can schedule appointments to meet with myself or Ms. Beyond. This is also where you sign in. For students, this is where you can schedule appointments to meet with the administrators or even with the counselor. This is also where you pick up your student printing requests. You can also send us an email. I prefer that. Okay, you can. For parents and guardians, this is where you would also request for student records. So if you need like a certification of attendance, a copy of a transcript, a copy of any access to student records, you would request that at Student Services. This is where you would also submit your request for extended absences. This is where you would give the note for your student to be excused if your student was absent. I would also like to point out that you have 3 days to notify the front office if your student is absent. And this is also where you can ask questions about student travel. So if your students are going on off-island trips, please direct your questions to Student Services. Students, this is where you can also request for your documents, your student records, and this is where you would also submit your fundraising requests. For the 7th graders, when you meet with your advisor, she will go over that with you. Okay, so here's the contact information for the main office. It's 433-9270 and 237-3818. That will go to the main office, and then Student Services is 237-3822. All of this information is in your student handbook that you will be getting today. An announcement. So on Friday, September 13th, from 1 to 3 p.m., we will be holding our open house. This will be the chance for the parents to come in, meet with the teachers. By then, your students will have their course syllabi, so if you have any questions about that, you can go ahead and meet with them there and during this time. Okay, so course schedules. Again, you will receive a parent-student handbook along with your course schedule. Please make sure that you go over that with your students. You guys are responsible for knowing everything in there. Schedules will be released to parents or legal guardians only, and only to students who have complete registration form. So if you have a complete registration form, you will go to the library to pick up your schedule. If you have not registered for classes this school year, please go to Student Services and find out what you need to submit in order to pick up your course schedule.
So let's go. We check the main office. Or go check if somebody's there first, and then if somebody's there, they'll let me know. Then I'm gonna get out.
Any
The
questions?
place is still closed, but the lady said I have to get it from but my mom has to get it from the main office.
Me.
Okay, so that was a lot of information to absorb. We will make this presentation available on our Facebook page, but does anybody have any burning questions? Students, I'm sure you're anxious to get your schedules and find out what you're going to be taking this year yet.
Yeah. They just been saying that What other side?
This side.
Where? Who's in the
It's on the other side.
other side? Hi, Pearl.
Yeah, that.
Bless you.
Oh my gosh, you got the. I know. They said at the library to pick up the schedule.
At the library?
Well, isn't it? What?
Is the library even open?
Yeah. We're gonna go there after.
Rolliana, didn't you just come from there? Didn't you just come from the library? Now there's a lot of people. Oh my goodness, now we're lining up.
Anybody here gonna sign up for the portal? No joke, I have a plan for that Thursday. You guys are gonna die. I'm gonna show you guys.
Diyan na, gusto sa lubi ko sa pinanalalas. Opa, second sa dito.
O sita wano plus portal signing ay pagisa na
Oh.
wala man ligo.
And if I don't wanna do that, why that's mandatory?
Mandatory. Cabrera.
No, mine is Phoebe's.
I told you dress.
What's the baby?
Oh. Drake.
Who's Jadora? Here. So that's really mandatory? I'm gonna hurry. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is mandatory, the plus portal?
No, but it's like it's a good way to just monitor your.
But can we do that like next time or does it have to be today?
It takes less than 5 minutes.
I'm really in a rush. Like I'm really time crunching right now.
It's completely up to you. But it's maybe Dorsha can sign up.
Yeah, I'll just have to do it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm only good for signing legal documents and stuff like that. But for her to have access to those things, that's her business. Let's go. We're gonna go. Like I'm really. Thank you.
No, like I'm only gonna swallow him. I know that he's in our class.
We're like time crunching, girl. One down, one more to go.
What do you mean?
One more mission to accomplish. Pick up Tita. We need to be at the house at least by 11:30. We got an hour.
I don't get this schedule already. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's my second.
You're taking tomorrow? Bilingual?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good luck.
If I flunk, please show mercy.
Rolliana or Jadoria, actually. Rolliana, we call her Rolliana. Her full name was, her birth name is actually Jadoria Rolliana, but we call her Rolliana. Anyway, she just found out that she's required to take Chamorro bilingual. That's our language here on the island. But
So hard.
unfortunately, at home, first language spoken is English. So this is gonna be a challenge for her. What else?
INTG Arts, what the hell is that?
INTG Arts, Intelligent Arts. INTG is short for Intelligent Arts.
Math, Science, Social Studies, CTEP.
Those are all your required courses in order for you to pass and graduate, for you to earn your credits.
What is this at the end if there's nothing?
Which one?
This.
What does it say?
I don't know, a bunch of letters and words that I don't understand.
That's your classroom schedule.
No.
The time and
Oh. Where?
telling you the time and the classroom where you need to be at.
But Friday's finished. What is this? Saturday, Sunday? We don't have school there.
Also, there's nothing. But you gotta remember, every other Friday you only go to school for half day, but you still take all 7 subjects for the day. But they cut down the time to 25 minutes per class.
That's not enough time to learn. Or do work.
Sure.
Why do I only have 4 subjects on Monday?
Sure. Probably depends on what classes are available per day. And hold on, let me.
Wait, I don't understand the schedule.
Here, just hold this for me. I'm gonna go check the mailbox real quick.
Okay. I thought the videos can be over like an hour. Okay, to be honest, I don't understand my schedule. I don't know if I'm just dumb or what, but like, why is that there? I don't know why that's there. What is that supposed to be? Saturday, Sunday, but there's no Sunday. I mean Saturday or something. Oh my god. I don't get it. What the hell? It shows my science social studies and CT or PE. I don't get it. Like, it's supposed to be like that, or does it go straight? Does it go horizontal or vertical? Use my brain. I'm still trying to process this because I don't understand. First class is ELA, second class is tomorrow, third class is computer lit. No, that's from 6th grade. Fourth class is math, and then it should be science, social studies, and PT. I don't understand it. Oh, she's coming back. Here's your phone. I thought you can't. Wait. I thought you can't.
Guess what, guys? I got a package from Suen NWI. I'll be opening it later at home. Maybe I'm gonna do another video for that. But right now, I'm really in a hurry. Need to be back at home within an hour because Mark's grandpa has to report into his one of his temp jobs with the stevedore over here at 12, and it's now 10:30 a.m. here, and he has to be down at the dock area by 12 noon Pacific time. So we're gonna say bye for now, and God bless you guys. We love you. Bye, Rolliana.
Stop.
She said hasta. That means already in our language. Bye. Take care. God bless.